Hey, it's MK, and I am here sharing with you day 16's Advent Calendar Gifty, which is this awesome title about reading. And I happen to have this mural that my daughter helped her art class paint on the backside of our library. So it was absolutely perfect. She was so proud of the pieces that she contributed to this specific artwork. And I have been saving all of these bits and pieces. Some of them are Vicki Boutin, some of them are Pink Fresh, some of them are a gift from I don't know where. I also pulled out this sticker sheet one more time because I found a few things that might work. And then I have this sticker sheet here that is from Close to My Heart, but I don't remember the collection or anything. I think it was one of their seasonal collections, but I loved all of the book pieces that were on it, and that is why I wanted, that's why I purchased this particular sticker sheet all by itself. I also have from Minte from 2021, the childhood papers. I love this little stripe. And then on the back is a nice piece. I don't know how to use those pieces, you guys. From Vicki Boutin Storyteller, I have this awesome wordy page. I just like how it's got story and chapter and all that stuff. So it is called Stardust. That is probably why I purchased it, was because of the stars. But for this one, I'm going to use the words and map my photos on it. And then also from childhood, I have this star paper that has this cute little playroom collage on the background. And it is also from the Minte childhood collection. I think I bought the whole collection, and I've only got 3 or 4 pieces of paper left. And then from Cartabella by the Sea, I'm going to use a wood grain background for my specific layout. And it is the Anchors Away, I believe. Oh no, it's beech wood grain. But it's got anchors on the other side. I personally bought it for the wood grain. I bought several sheets of this because they were just a nice, good wood grain to work with. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and mat my photos on this wordy sheet. And then don't think I've ever scrapbooked this time of day because I did not realize that I had this glare on my desk, you guys. I do apologize. I think it's going to stay there for the remainder of the video. I was not aware of this. Yeah, I did not know that I had a glare coming through my garage window ever. Like, I don't usually scrapbook this time of day, so I apologize about that. And I'm sorry if it makes for a poor quality video. I do apologize and hope that it isn't too bothersome. But yeah, I don't see it when I'm working on my layouts. If I'm being honest, it's just not something that I've noticed before ever. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut the branding strips off, cut down my papers to how I want them. And then I'm just going to use my ruler to make sure that both sides, because I'm spanning this 11 by 12 inch piece across my layout. And I just wanted to make sure that they were equal and even. But for some reason, 1/2 inch did not look like I wanted 1/2 inch on the top and the bottom, and it didn't look right to me. So I went ahead and just put my ruler on the side to make sure that I had a 1/2 inch in between the measurements on my ruler to make sure, because my eyes were playing tricks on me, I guess. And then I just lined them up next to it. Easy peasy. Not a big deal. And then I'm going to use the other piece there as just an accent piece. It mostly gets covered up, but I do like a little bit of the color that it brings to it. I wanted a soft muted tone for this layout because there's lots and lots of colors within the mural. And I knew it was going to just be too hard to color match. The blue stars was absolutely perfect. Some of the pink in the dotted paper worked as well. So it was absolutely perfect. And then when I found that sticker sheet had the row of books on it, I couldn't pass that up. It was even more perfect than the paper that I found. It was awesome. And then of course the colors are very similar as well. I see brown books and yellow books and maroon books. And I mean, it couldn't have been more matchy if I even tried. But I definitely didn't want to take away from the pictures, right? I didn't want it to be so matchy that my pictures disappeared. So this is going to be a very simple layout. It's not going to be full of embellishments like yesterday's layout, that's for sure, because I want my photos to stand out, and I want my photos to be the star of the show. So I'm going to go ahead and use a bit of the border, so that way it goes underneath my photo, and just makes it look like it spans across the entire page. There is one tiny little gap that I'm not going to worry about. I do briefly consider putting something there, but in the end, I don't even worry about it. The parts of the border that are going to be sticking out of visible, I should say, I am going to cut off the squareness of them. It isn't something that needed to be done, but it's something that I wanted to do, just to give it a little bit of a jagged edge instead of a straight edge. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut out the tops of my books really quickly. I did that to the other side as well, but most of it was off camera. And then I thought, well, maybe people want to know what I'm doing. And then I'm just roughing up the bottom edge to try to get rid of the white space a little bit more. But I didn't want to cut it off. The roughed up edge just adds a little bit to the layout. And then I'm going to go through both of my sticker sheets and pick and choose what I'm going to be adding. Now, the chipboard open book and my veneer piece are pretty much the only dimensionals, and my paper clip that I have are pretty much the only dimensionals that I do add to this layout. Like I said, it's a nice plain Jane. I started fussy cutting off the little plants on the book stacks that I had from Pink Fresh, and then I realized that the books don't really match my color scheme, so I decided not to do that. I will save them for another bookish layout. Not a big deal. I'm just running out of book layouts, right? I do like Janet's idea where I'm a digital reader. I have everything in a Kindle, and she's an audio reader. And so she takes pictures of her book covers and then documents all the books that she's read for the year or for the month, things like that. And so that might be something that I might end up having to do, because I do love documenting about reading. I just think it's very important. All my children are readers. They just love that's what they bring to a restaurant when we're waiting for a meal or something. They sit and read, or join us in the conversation, but it just depends on the conversation. When the conversation kind of goes a little bit more adulting or, leads to our jobs, then they just back off and go and read. And so it's just fun. That they are readers. So I'm going to just make a few little clusters. I've got a stack of books that just says read books. I've got the open book that's going to have the love this most. And then the paper clip is going to have the little tab that says it's all good. And then this library card, I'm actually going to use it in two different places because I feel like the open book cluster needs a little something else. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of that down behind love this most. So it kind of sticks out just a hair more. And I do like how that ends up looking. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of my little stickers, and I am going to call this good. I really am. I am very happy with how simplistic it is. I love the fact that the pictures are what it's all about, but yet it has a little bit of embellishments. Every now and then I do like creating layouts like this where it's, a piece of paper, a picture, a sticker that says it all, and then it's done. I really do like the difference between yesterday's layout and today's layout. I just love them both. It's not always about how much you can put on a layout. to give it a pizzazz, in my opinion. So anyways, this is the layout for today and the gorgeous, gorgeous mural that is on the back of our library, thanks to my daughter and her art club. It is just awesome. All right. Don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel. She is also playing along with the SAR Advent calendar for this year. If you guys missed out, I do apologize. They sell super fast. I mean, as soon as they go live in October, I barely have any by the end of November. So, but I will be doing it next year. I know I've heard a lot of people go, oh my gosh, I hope she does. I will be doing it next year. So if you guys are interested, I always share the link until the Advent calendar is all sold out. All right. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. And I will check you all later. Bye.